our English class, and I am your English teacher. So student, you can call me Teacher Mai. It's nice to see you again. Alright student, today we are going to have fun together with our program of ENOZ and Junior Brown. But student, before we move to our program, teacher have one more song for you. And this song is called Hello Song. Student, can you remember how to sing and dance with Hello Song?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So now please stand up, stand up. We are going to sing and dance with Hello Song. So student, let's say it out. Now, let's sing and dance together.
Hi, hello, it's time to say hello. Hi, hello, say hello to your friends, to your teachers. Come and play together. E-N-O-Z, kids. We can sing and dance. We can jump up high. How are you today? How do you feel today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
It's nice to be here with you.
And let's turn around.
Let's turn round and shout, yeah! Let's turn round and shout, yeah! It's time to have fun. Let's have a good day.
Alright, do it again.
Hi, hello, it's time to say hello. Hi, hello, say hello to your friends, to your teachers. Come and play together.
E-N-O-Z, kids.
We can sing and dance. We can jump up high. Move your body in, move your body out.
Move your body like this.
And shake your body around.
And let's turn around.
Let's turn round and shout, yeah! Let's turn round and shout, yeah! It's time to have fun. Let's have a good day.
Good job, everyone. You are all good dancers and good singers. Alright, student. Before we move to our program, teacher have some question to ask all of you. So, student, my question that teacher want to know is, student, how are you? How are you today and how do you feel? For today, student, are you hungry? Student, are you hungry?
No, teacher.
Good job. If you are not hungry, how about this one? Are you sleepy? Student, are you sleepy?
No, I'm not.
Good job. If you are not sleepy too, how about happy? Student, are you happy?
Yes.
Alright, if you say yes, student, you have to repeat and add follow me. So now you will say, I am happy. Your turn.
I am happy.
Wonderful. Alright, teacher have one more questions. And my question is, student, how's the weather? Oh, how's the weather today? So now let's look at the window. Let's look at the outside and then tell me, how's the weather today? Oh, look. Have you seen the dark cloud over there? So now for today, is this cloudy? Is this cloudy?
No, it's not.
Good job. For today is not cloudy. Oh, if it's not cloudy, how about snowy? Oh, for today is it snowy?
No again.
Oh no, again. Good job. If it's not snowy. Oh, look. Have you seen the sun over there?
Yes, teacher.
So now, student, for today, is it sunny? Sunny. Is it sunny?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. All right, you have to repeat and follow me again. For today, it's sunny today. Your turn.
It's sunny today.
Excellent. All right, student. That teacher told you for today we are going to have fun together with our program. And our program for today we are going to learn with Magic Phonics Book 1. Alright student, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Alright, let's move to our program.
ENOZ Magic Phonics Book 1 Unit 7
Alright student, let's look at our screen. For today, we are going to learn with Unit 7. And our title is letter S, T, U, and V. Oh, student, can you pronounce the sounds of each letters?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Before we practice how to pronounce the sounds of each letters, let's start with the first part of our unit. And this part we are going to learn with part of story. So now, please bring your student book beside you. And this is your student book. And you will see the cover of our student book. This one for Magic Phonics Book 1. And after that, please open your student book on page 51, student. 51 is look like this. You will see our story like this. Alright, let's start with part 1. And part 1 we call story. Alright student, before we listen to all of our story, or you can call it full story, let's look at our picture. Oh, you will see a lot of people and now they are at the beach. Oh, who want to join with them?
Me.
Wow, it's so fun. Alright, now student, let's listen to our full stories. Let's listen it carefully and pay attention.
S is for sun and sand. T is for tent and table. U is for uncle and umbrella. V is for vase and vest.
Alright, it's end up of our story. But student, back to you. Can you find the thing that our story say? For example, is S is for sun. Can you see the sun?
Yes, the red sun is over there.
Yes, good job. It's the red sun, student. And after that, sun and sand. Sand is over there, student. This one is sand. And after that, we will learn T is for tent. Tent, student. And next then, we are going to learn with T is for table. Oh, this one is the blue table. So now let's move to the next letter. And this letter we call letter U. And U is for uncle. Can you see the uncle?
The man who wearing glasses.
Very nice. This one we call uncle. And after that, we will learn U is for umbrella. We have the green umbrella. And after that, blue and white umbrella. And next then, we will learn V. And V is for waist. This one we call waist. And followed by the last word. This one we call waist. This one is the red waist. Alright students, let's listen to our story one more time. And after that, let's practice more with part of sentence of our story. Alright, let's listen to our story one more time.
S is for sun and sand. T is for tent and table. U is for uncle and umbrella. V is for vase and vest.
Alright, now let's move to the next part that teacher told you. We are going to practice more with part of sentence of our full story. Alright, let's start with the first sentence. And this sentence is, student, listen and repeat after me.
S is for
So now repeat after me. S is for your turn.
H is for
Good job. Let's move to the next sentence. And our sentence is listen.
sun and sand.
So now repeat after me. Sun and sand. Your turn.
sun and sand.
Good job. Alright, keep going to the next letter. And this sentence is listen.
T is for
So now repeat after me. T is for your turn.
T is for
Oh, look at letter T. And T is for listen.
tent and table.
Alright, say with me. Tent and table. Your turn.
tent and table.
Excellent. Alright, let's move to the next letter. And this letter we call letter U, student. And this sentence is listen.
U is for
So now repeat after me. U is for your turn.
U is for
Alright, and U is for listen.
uncle and umbrella.
So now repeat after me. Uncle and umbrella. Your turn.
uncle and umbrella.
Good job. Alright, student, keep going to the next letter. And this letter we call letter V. And this sentence is listen.
V is for
Alright, repeat after me. V is for your turn.
V is for
So now, let's move to the last sentence of our story. And this sentence is listen.
vase and vest.
So now, student, repeat after me. Waist and waist. Your turn.
vase and vest.
Good job. Alright. Now we are finished with part of story already. And next then, let's move to the next part. And this part we are going to learn with part of vocabulary. Alright student, that teacher told you. For today, we are going to learn how to pronounce the sounds of letter S, T, U, and V. Alright, let's look at the first letter. And this one we call letter S. And you will see big S. Or you can call this one is uppercase S. And followed by this one we call small s. In another way, you can call this one for lowercase s. And S sounds, listen. repeat after me. S. Your turn.
8.
And S is sound like a snake, student. S. Like this. So now keep going to the next letter. And this letter we call letter T. And letter T we have big T and followed by small t too. And T sounds listen.
T.
Listen it one more time.
T.
So now repeat after me. T. T. Your turn.
T.
Oh, student, and letter T you can say T, T or T, T, like this. And now let's move to the next letter. And this letter we call letter U. This one we have big U, or you can call uppercase U, and followed by small one. And this one we call small u. And in another way, you can call lowercase u. So, letter U sounds listen.
U.
Listen it one more time.
U.
So, student, repeat after me. U. Your turn.
U.
Excellent. So now let's move to the next letter. And this letter we call letter V. Student, letter V. We have big V and followed by small v. And letter V sounds listen.
V. V.
Listen it one more time.
V. V.
So now student, repeat after me. V. V. Your turn.
V. V.
Excellent. Alright, let's practice more. This part we are still with part of vocabulary, and we are going to practice more with the new words from our story. And each word, they are begin with letter S, T, U, and V. Alright, let's look at the first picture. This one we call listen.
Sun.
So now student, repeat after me. Sun. Your turn.
Sun.
Alright, let's spell the word sun. And sun is begin with letter S. Your turn.
8.
U.
U.
N.
N.
So now back to you. Listen and say.
Sun.
Your turn.
Sun.
Excellent. So look at our word sons, and sons is begin with letter S, student. And now let's move to the next vocabulary. And this one we call listen.
Sand.
Alright, repeat after me. This picture we call sand. Your turn.
Sand.
So now let's spell the word sand. And sand is begin with letter S. Your turn.
8.
A.
A.
N.
N.
D.
D.
So now back to you. Listen and say.
Sand.
Your turn.
Sand.
Very nice. And now you will see the word sand is begin with letter S too. Alright student, keep going to the next vocabulary. Now we change from letter S to letter T. And our picture we call listen.
Tent.
Repeat after me. Tent. Your turn.
Tent.
And now let's spell the word tent. And tent is begin with letter T. Your turn.
T.
E.
E.
N.
N.
T.
T.
So back to you. Listen and say.
Tent.
Your turn.
Tent.
Excellent. Alright, keep going to the next vocabulary. And this one we call listen.
Table.
So now repeat after me. Table. Your turn.
Table.
Alright, let's spell the word table. And table is begin with letter T. Your turn.
T.
A.
A.
B.
B.
L.
L.
E.
E.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
table,
Your turn.
Table.
Excellent. Alright, now you will see the word table. And table is begin with letter T. Alright, keep going to the next vocabulary. Oh, student, look at our word. It's the shadow one, but this one we change to letter U, student. And this vocabulary is listen.
uncle,
So now repeat after me. Uncle, your turn.
Uncle.
And let's spell the word uncle. And uncle is begin with letter U. Your turn.
U.
N
N.
C
C.
L
L.
E.
E.
Alright, back to you. Listen and say.
uncle,
Your turn.
Uncle.
Excellent. This is what we call uncle. Alright, now keep going to the next vocabulary. Oh, this one is the green. Listen.
umbrella,
This picture we call umbrella. And the green umbrella, student. So now let's listen to our vocabulary one more time.
umbrella,
So now repeat after me. Umbrella. Your turn.
Umbrella.
Alright, let's spell the word umbrella. And umbrella is begin with letter U. Your turn.
U.
M
M.
B
B.
R
R.
E
E.
double L
Double L.
A.
A.
So now back to you. Listen and say.
umbrella,
Your turn.
Umbrella.
Very nice. So now keep going to the next vocabulary. And this picture we call listen.
vase,
So student, repeat after me. Vase. Your turn.
Weights.
Oh, look at our word vase. And the word vase is begin with letter V. So let's spell the word vase. And vase is begin with letter V. Your turn.
V.
A
A.
S
H.
E.
E.
So back to you. Listen and say.
vase,
Your turn.
Weights.
Good job. Alright, student. Let's move to the last vocabulary. And our vocabulary is look, this one. And now listen.
vest,
So now student, repeat after me. Vest. Your turn.
Vest.
And this word, let's spell our word vest. And vest is begin with letter V. Your turn.
V.
E
E.
S
H.
T.
T.
So back to you. Listen and say.
vest,
Your turn.
Vest.
Very nice. Alright, student. Before we move to the next part, teacher want to check. Teacher want to check letter S, T, U, and V. So now let's practice more. S sounds. Listen.
s, s,
Your turn.
Eight.
Very nice. S. So now teacher want to check this one. And this letter we call letter T. And letter T sounds. Listen.
t,
So student, back to you. T sounds.
T sounds. T.
Good job. T sound. T. Alright, let's move to letter U. And letter U sounds. Listen.
u,
Alright, your turn.
U.
Good job. Alright, let's move to the next letter. And this one we call listen.
v, v,
Alright, teacher want to know V sounds. Your turn.
V sounds. V.
Good job. V sounds. V. Alright, student. Good job. Let's move to the next part. And this part we are going to practice with part of activity. So student, please bring your student book beside you. And after that, open your student book on page 48. Student, 48 is look like this. Alright, and don't forget to bring your pens or your pencils beside you. And look at our screen. This activity we are going to listen to our vocabulary. And after that, check the right picture that match to our vocabulary. And the last one, student, we are going to check the right letter that begin with each picture too. Alright, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
So now let's start with the first picture. Before we listen to our vocabulary, let's look at our picture. Teacher have two picture choice. Number one we call sun, and the next one, number two, we call sand. And our vocabulary is listen.
Sun.
Sun, student, which picture is for sun? Picture number one or picture number two?
Picture number 1.
Are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's find out which picture number one. Excellent. And now, the word sun is begin with letter S, T or U.
Letter 8.
Alright, if you say letter S, let's find out together. Good job. Alright, student, keep going to the next vocabulary. And this one we have two picture choice again. Picture number one and picture number two. And our vocabulary is listen.
Tent.
Tent, student, tent. Which picture is for tent? Picture number one or picture number two?
Number 1.
Number one. If you say number one, let's find out together. Excellent. And now let's find out the right letter that begin with the word tent. It would be letter T, or it would be letter U, or maybe letter V.
Letter T.
Letter T. If you say letter T, let's find out with letter T. Very nice. Alright, let's move to the next vocabulary. So student, before we listen to our vocabulary, we have two picture choice again. Number one we call uncle, and number two we call umbrella. And our vocabulary is listen.
Umbrella.
Umbrella. Which one is the picture of umbrella? It would be the first picture or it would be the second picture.
The second picture.
If you say the second picture, let's find out together. Very nice. And the word umbrella is begin with letter S, T or U.
Letter U.
Letter U. If you say letter U, let's find out together. Very nice. Alright, let's move to the next vocabulary. And now we have two picture choice again. This one we call waist, and this one waist. And our vocabulary is listen.
Vest.
Waist. Waist, student. Which one is the picture of waist? It would be picture number one or it would be picture number two.
Number 2.
Number two. Alright, let's find out together. Good job. And waist is begin with letter T, U or V.
Letter V.
Letter V. Alright, let's check it out. Good job. So now we are finished with part of this activity. So let's practice more with the next activity, student. And this one, student, we are going to listen to our picture and after that check the right letter that begin with the first letter from our words and our picture. Let's start with the first one, and this one we call listen.
Sun.
Suns, student, and the word sun is begin with letter T, S, or V.
Letter H.
Letter S. If you say letter S, let's find out together. Good job. And next one, let's move to the next picture. And this one we call listen.
Table.
Table. And the word table is begin with letter V, U, or T.
Letter T.
If you say letter T, let's check. Excellent. So now let's move to the next picture. And this one we call listen.
Vase.
Vase, student, and the word vase is begin with letter S, U, or V.
V.
If you say V, let's find out together. Very nice. So now let's move to the next activity. And this one, student, we are going to find and check. Let's look at the given letters. The given letters, we have letter U, and let's find out the right picture that have the beginning letter with U. It would be umbrella or it would be tent.
Umbrella.
If you say umbrella, let's find out together, and after that, listen to our vocabulary.
Umbrella.
Excellent. This one we call umbrella, and umbrella is begin with letter U. So now let's move to the next letter. Now, this letter we call letter V, and letter V is begin with the first picture with sand or waste.
Weights.
Waste. So now let's find out with waste. And then listen.
Vase.
Good job. This one we call waste, and the word waste is begin with letter V. So now let's move to the next letter. And this one we call letter S. S, student, and S is begin with uncle, or is begin with the word sun.
Sun.
If you say sun, let's find out together. Then listen.
Sun.
Excellent. This word suns is begin with letter S. So now keep going to the next letter. And this letter is begin with letter T, student. Letter T, that you will see the given letters. And this letter T is begin with the word table or waste.
Table.
If you say table, let's find out together. Good job.
Table.
Table, that's correct. So now keep going to the next activity. And this activity, we are going to check the letters. Check the letter that match to our picture. So now teacher have two letter choice again. The red one we call letter U, and followed by the blue letter, this one we call letter T. And this picture we call tent. Tent. And the word tent is begin with letter U or letter T.
Letter T.
If you say letter T, let's find out together. Good job.
Tent.
This one we call tent. So now let's move to the next picture. This one we call sand. Sand. And the word sand is begin with letter S or letter T.
Letter H.
If you say letter S, let's find out with letter S. That's
Sand.
Sand. Good job, student. This one we call sand, and the word sand is begin with letter S. So now keep going to the next picture. And this one we call waste. Waste. And the word waste is begin with letter U or letter V.
Letter V.
Letter V. If you say letter V, let's find out together. Good job.
Vest.
Vest, student. Alright, now let's move to the next picture. This one we call uncle. Uncle. And the word uncle is begin with letter U or letter S.
Later you.
Letter U. So let's find out with letter U.
uncle,
Good job. This one we call uncle. So now let's move to the next activity. And this activity we are going to look, drag and drop. Let's look at the letter choice. We have the green one we call letter U and followed by the purple one. This one we call letter V and this blue one we call letter T. So now let's drag the right letter that match to our picture and after that drop our letter choice that match to our picture too. Let's start with the first picture. This one we call vase and the word vase, what letter is missing?
Letter V.
Letter V, are you sure?
Yes, teacher.
So now let's find out with letter V. But what's color of letter V?
Purple one.
If you say purple, let's find out with purple one. This one is
vase,
good job. This one for vase. Letter V, vase. And now let's move to the next picture. And this one we call table. Table. And student, which letter that begin with the word table? It would be letter U or it would be letter T.
Letter T.
If you say letter T, let's find out together. With the blue one.
table,
Very nice. This one we call table and letter T is begin with the word table. So now let's move to the next picture and this one we call uncle. And uncle, what letter is missing?
Letter U.
Letter U. Oh, we have only one letter. So now let's find out together with letter U.
uncle,
Good job. This one we call uncle. So now let's move to the next part. But we are still with part of look, drag and drop. So students, let's look at the letter choice. We have the red one and this one we call letter S and followed by the purple one and this one we call letter V. So now let's move to the last letter of this activity. This one, the green one, we call letter U. And now student, back to you. Let's find out the right letter that's matched to our puzzle. Let's start with the first one, the red one we call umbrella. And the word umbrella is begin with letter S, V or U.
Letter U.
If you say letter U, let's find out together.
umbrella,
Good job. This one for U is for umbrella. And now keep going to the next picture. And this one we call vest. And vest is begin with letter H or letter V.
Letter V.
If you say letter V, let's find out together.
vest,
Good job. This one for vest. And now let's move to the last picture. And this one we call sun. Sun. And what letter is missing from the word sun?
Letter H.
Letter A. So let's find out together.
sun,
Good job. So now let's move to the last activity of this part. And this one, student, let's help me to write the word. Write the missing word. Let's start with the first picture. And this one we call tent, student, tent. And the word tent, the first one is blank. And followed by E, N, and T. So student, what letter is missing?
Letter T.
Letter T. If you say letter T, let's find out together. T and after that. Excellent.
Tent.
This one we call tent. So now let's move to the next picture. And this one we call sand. Sand. And the word sand. Oh, look. What letter is missing?
Letter 8.
Letter S. If you say letter S, let's find out together. Is this correct?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, let's find out together.
Sand.
Very nice. This one for sand. So now let's move to the last picture of activity part. This one we call race, student, and race. Oh, look, what letter is missing?
Letter V.
If you say letter V, let's find out together. V, like this, and after that, let's check.
Vase.
Excellent. This one we call race. You are the race student. But now we are finished with part of activity. So let's practice more with the next part. And this part we call part of chants. And this part of chants we are going to practice with how to sing, how to pronounce the sounds of each letters. And don't forget to practice how to pronounce the sounds of each pictures. Let's start with this one. This section we call letter S. And student, can you remember what the sounds of letter S?
8 sounds.
Very nice. S sound S. And S we have sun and sand. And now let's move to the next section. And this section we call letter T, and T sound T, T, T. You have to say 3 times for make the sounds of letter T. And T is for tent, and T is for table. You have to say tent and table too. So let's move to the next letter. And this one you will see letter U. And U sound You have to say, you have to make the sound of letter U 3 times again. And U is for uncle, and U is for umbrella. So now let's move to the last section of this letter. And this one we call letter V. And V sounds V, V, V. Don't forget to make the sounds of letter V 3 times again. And V is for race, and V is for west. So now students, let's sing our song together. So don't forget to sing it louder. Let's start with letter S.
S. Sun. Sand.
Next one.
T. Tent. Table.
Let's move to the
U.
U.
Uncle. Umbrella.
Let's
V. Race. Vest.
West and west. Alright students, don't forget to practice how to pronounce the sounds of letter S, T, U, and V. Alright, now let's move to the next part for today. And this part we are going to do our exercise together. Please bring your workbook or your worksheets beside you. And if you have your workbook, student, please open it on page 28 and page 29. And our worksheet and workbook is look like this. So don't forget to bring your pens, or maybe you can use some pencils, colors, or crayon. It's according to you. Let's start with the first part of our exercise. Alright student, and the first part that we are going to do for today, we are going to trade and write the letters. Trade and write the letters. Let's start with letter S, with big S. Oh look, we have to trade and follow the shadow, follow the line with letter H first. This one you have to trade like this. Do it together. So now let's practice more. You have to write down and trade letter S 2 times again. Like this. So now let's move to small s. And this one we have only one line. And this one, oh, is the same, but big S you have to write down is more than one small s. Like this. So do it again. Small a's. It looks like snakes. So now let's move to the next letter. And this one we call letter T. Let's start with big T. And big T we have two lines. Let's start with the straight line first. Number 1. You will see the number and the arrow. So now let's write down number 2 for big T. And do it 2 more. Number 1. Oh, sorry. You should write the straight line, student. The straight 1 and 2. Now do it one more time. Like this. And now let's move to small t. And small t, we have to write down straight line first. And after that, number 2. Follow the number, student. And now do it 2 more. Number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and 2. So student, have you finished with letter T?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. So let's move to letter U. Let's begin with big U. Big U, we have small line. Follow the shadow. And after that, do it together. Tread letter U. Like this. So now let's move to small u. And small u we have 2 lines. Let's start with number 1. Oh, sorry. Follow the number. And make it beautifully, student. Like this. U and number 2. Do it one more time. Like this. So now let's move to letter V. And letter V, we have 2 lines. Let's start with number 1 and followed by number 2, like this. Alright, let's do it 2 more. 1 and 2. One more time. 1 and 2, like this. So now let's practice more with part of small v and small v. Let's do it together. Follow the shadow. Like this. And now like this, students. So have you finished with part A?
Yes.
Excellent. Alright, keep going to the next part. And this part we are going to write the missing letters. Write the missing letters. Let's look at the picture number 1. And picture number 1 we call sun. Sun. And the word sun is begin with letter
Letter H.
Letter S. Very nice. Let's write down small s. And don't forget to complete outer words. S and followed by
U and N.
N. Very nice. This word suns. Let's complete outer word. So now let's move to picture number 2. And this picture we call tent. Tent. And the word tent is begin with letter
T.
T. Good job. Let's write down letter T. But that teacher told you, don't forget to complete outer word. And tent is begin with letter T and followed by
E.
E. Complete with N.
And T.
And T. Very nice. So let's move to picture number 3. And this picture we call uncle. Uncle. And the word uncle is begin with letter
U,
U. And followed by
N, C,
C,
L, and E.
L and E. Good job. So now let's move to picture number 4. And this picture we call waist. And the word waist. Let's spell it together. Waist is begin with letter
V,
V and followed by
A, H, and E.
H and E. Good job. So now, have you finished with part B?
Yes, teacher.
Very nice. Alright, let's move to the next part. And this part we call math and write the letters. Math and write the letters. So before we write down and complete our the words, let's look at the picture first. Picture number 1 we call table. Picture number 1 we call table. And picture number 2 we call umbrella. Picture number 2 we call umbrella. Picture number 3 we call waist. And picture number 4 we call uncle. And now let's look at the first vocabulary. And this one we call umbrella. And umbrella, what letter is missing?
Letter U.
Letter U. Very nice. And followed by M. Let's complete our word, student. V R E double L and A. And now back to you. Which picture is for umbrella?
Picture number 2.
Picture number 2. Good job. Let's connect the line. And now let's move to the next word. And this word we call table. And table is begin with letter
T.
T. Good job. Don't forget to complete the word table. And now student, back to you. Which picture is for table?
Picture number 1.
Picture number 1. Good job. So now keep going to the next vocabulary. And this one we call uncle. And uncle, what letter is missing?
Letter U.
Letter U. Good job. U. And don't forget to complete out the word. Uncle. And which picture is for uncle?
Picture number 4.
Picture number 4. Very nice. Let's connect the line from the word uncle to picture number 4. So now, our last vocabulary, this one we call waist. Waist. And the word waist is begin with letter
V.
V. Let's write down letter V. And don't forget to complete our word. Like this. And which picture is for the word waist?
The last one with number 3.
The last one with number 3. Like this. Excellent. So now let's connect the line. So students, have you finished with part C?
Yes, teacher.
Good job. Let's move to the last exercise for today. And this part we call circle and write the words. Circle and write the words. Let's look at the picture. And this picture number 1 we call sand. Sand. And the word sand is begin with letter T or letter S.
Letter H.
Letter S. If you say letter S, let's circle the right letters with S. And don't forget to write the words. Write down sand. S, A,
N, and D.
N, and D. Like this. And now let's move to picture number 2. And this picture we call tent. Tent. And the word tent is begin with letter T or letter U.
Letter T.
Letter T. Excellent. Let's circle letter T and don't forget to Write the words with 10 T, E, N,
and T.
and T. Good job. So let's move to picture number 3. And this one we call vase. And the word vase is begin with letter U or letter V.
Little V.
Letter V. So let's circle letter V. And don't forget to write the words.
V, A, X, and
H
E.
and E like this. So let's move to the last picture of our exercise. This one we call sun. Sun. And the word sun is begin with letter H or letter V.
Letter H.
Letter S. Let's circle letter H and don't forget to write the words H
H, U,
U,
and
and
N.
N like this. So students, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Very nice. For today, you are the best. Oh, for today is time's up, student. But don't forget to practice how to pronounce the sounds of letter H, T, U, and V. But before we say goodbye, student, please stand up, stand up. We are going to sing and dance with our song. And this song is called Skidamaringa. Let's sing and dance together. So now let's stand up. Let's make a small heart. And then we got then kissing. Bye bye students. See you again next time.